Hi, I'm Teryl with TerylLoey.com, and I'm really excited today to show you the latest set of templates. I've expanded the arc line. We've had our traditional line of 3 arcs, our 16-inch, our 13-inch, and our 10-inch arc, but there's just been so many times when I've needed a smaller arc. So we've added to the set. I now have an 8-inch arc and a 6-inch arc, and then I have my 3 mini arcs, 4-inch, 3-inch, and 2-inch. And these have been lots of fun. We can finally do that real small detailed work on those custom quilts with these little arcs. Let's play around with them a little bit. I made this little sampler so we could really see the effect of changing the size of our arc just with something as simple as cross hatching. Of course, we do curve cross hatching all the time, but I wanted to really see the effect of going small. So these are little 1-inch blocks here, and I used the 2-inch curve. So notice it took about 2 lines before the curve really shows up in there. Now, if I had used a larger arc in something so small, you wouldn't have seen a curve at all. This right here was done with the 3, the next size up, so you can see the curve is a little less gradual, but it's still in a 2-inch block. It's fine. Then I went to the 4-inch one here. See how it's a little less curvy? And then here I even jumped to the 6, and of course I did it backwards, sorry about that. But at any rate, you can see, even if you just look down here, as you go across, they get straighter and straighter as you go, because of course the arcs are opening up. So that's why I really wanted these small arcs, because when I'm doing this real little work, I really wanted to see the curve. I didn't want to lose the curve by using a larger arc, a 10-inch arc. So that's where it all started. Over here, I have what I'm calling a little crescent. Very simple design we can do. We certainly can do all the traditional things with the arcs that we do with the big ones. You could scallop, you could do all the things we've always done. But let's play around and do a quick little sashing, and I'll just show you how I did this. I have a center line in this space. I'll use the smallest one, the 2. And by the way, I had to put these little extra plastic on the edges so we could hold it. When just having an arc that small, we couldn't hold on to it. So we went ahead and threw down some more edge lines, so you could even use the sides of these. And like our other arcs, the previous arcs, both of these curves are the same. Both of these, after you take into consideration your hopping foot, will result in a 2-inch arc, okay? So you can work on either side, and each of these edge lines are a true 2-inch diameter. All right, so I just want to do a quick secure here. This little design, it works best if I start with a half circle. Otherwise I end up, or a little mini arc, I end up with a big hole in the middle of this. So I'm going to start with these edge lines, this first edge line, just tapping the sides. And I'm lining this edge line up with my center chalk line. Okay, so it'll make sense here in a minute what I'm doing. Okay, so there's that first one. Now I'm going to go ahead and push it up and do a full one. I just did that so I didn't have a big empty hole at the start. Okay, so basically I did a half circle. But now what I'm going to do, and by the way, if you come all the way down and rest on these side pieces, you will get a full half circle. They were designed that way. Now I'm going to rock the template. I'm going to rock it so this edge of the template just hits right there on the previous thread line. And I'm going to go again. Okay, now I'm going to rock again. Notice each time I rock, the edge line is kind of alternating sides of the center line. I'll just put it right there, okay. And I don't have to go all the way down, or I could. That's your choice. But I'm just filling up a sashing real quickly with a nice little concentric design. Let's open it up a little bit. So instead of instead of just putting this edge right on this line, I'm going to go further. I'm going to put that first edge line on there. Now I could choose. I could choose to put it right there, or maybe I want to put the edge line right there on the line each time. Let's try that. Each time I'm going to put this edge right there. If I put it right on the center, I'd get a little smaller crescent, or I could even put it there and get a crescent. But let's go for a big one by putting the edge of the edge line right on the previous stitch line. See, and I'm going to just rock back and forth. So now I'm going to do it again, right there. I'm going to rock. Rock. So lots of options. Play around with, you could play around with crescents and get any space you want, any spacing you want. And that's what I was doing up above. But let me show you another use you can use these for. Again, it's going to be doing crescents, but this time I'm going to do them as a very tight filler. Same concept. I put a melon in this block right here because I needed a shape for us to fill. I wanted something, I didn't want a square, I wanted a little bit of interest to it, something different than straight lines. So I just grabbed a melon template. So let's try this. Okay, I'm going to do a quick secure here. I'm not seeing my stitch line very well, but that's all right. I'm going to back away from the corner and get out of that corner by about a 1/4 inch. All right, so I'm going to do basically little crescents in series of 4 or 5. And I'm going to kind of angle this at a 45 this way. And other times then I'm going to come back this way. See, if I went this way, it wouldn't be as interesting. So I'm going to angle this at about a 1/4 inch. Now, right now, if I go, I'm not going to get much of a rise out of this. So I'm actually going to, I'll back up a little bit. There she goes. I at least need the edge of the template on this stitch line, or I'm not going to get any curve in here whatsoever. Okay, I'm going to come, I'm going to point like we did before. I'm going to rock like we did before. I'm going to take the edge of my template up to that line up there, and I'm going to go back, point, I'm going to rock, putting this edge right there on that stitch line. I come around as far as I want. This, you're kind of designing here a little bit as you go. There's no right or wrong. Okay, so you got the idea. I'll do one more. Now I want to change directions to give us some interest. So I'm going to throw this over here. And I'm going to maybe come out this, well, come out this way a little bit first. We'll go this way. And I'm going to rock. See, I wanted to change directions. So now I'm going to rock it that way. See what I'm doing here? Rock it this way. Rock it over there. Each time I'm putting the opposite edge on the previous point. And now maybe I want to go again this way, or maybe I'll turn it a little flatter to get a new shape. I'm getting a nice little sweep there with the template. Trying to do this so you can see the options. Now maybe we want to go this way for a while. So let's go up here and we'll come across this way just to turn her a little bit. Whoops, I might have got a little close to that one, but that's all right. So you can see what fun you could have doing this. Let's do one more because I think it'd be more interesting to start the next one from this side. So let's go this way. So I'm still just playing with crescents. Now if I wanted it to be tighter, even denser quilting, I would not take this edge of the plastic all the way to the point. I'd stop a little bit sooner and close it up. Oops. Okay, let's change directions for the last little bit. Let's go this way. And find a place to merge into that, arc. So as you can see, you could use these to do quick little fillers in odd shapes. Just fill in that white space you have on the quilt that needs something in it. And next, I want to show you in our next video how to do the exact same thing, but I'm going to call them spinners. Same concept, so stay tuned.